Panthers at 39, Osiris Torrance.
Shout out to Osiris.
Guard out of Florida. One of our targets is off the board now. 40, New Orleans Saints take Darnell Washington, tight end out of Georgia.
I like it.
Titans take Drew Sanders at 41.
Oh, so Tom, now they listen to him
linebacker.
as inside linebacker now? That's what we doing now?
Drew Sanders?
Right. I'm just saying, Drew is an athlete, bro. Drew play inside and outside, bro. Early on in the process, they would listen to him as just linebacker. Then I even saw him as outside linebacker at times. And I was like, oh, now you give him a hard-defined inside linebacker tag. It was just a little surprising to me. That's all. I ain't tripping on it, though, man. He versatile as that. He can play inside or outside. I like him either way. How about that?
Yeah, I wish we would have taken him. Jets at 42 take Joe Tippmann, center out of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Jets at 43 take Brian Branch out of Alabama. Falcons.
Can we pause for a second? It's crazy, right?
You still want Branch?
No. The Branch element of this, though. We were talking about, does he go at 17 to us?
Once we got Keanu Neal, he's dropped now.
It's like he drops back
We were
down
the
to
one.
40s.
I think
like,
we were
bro,
the one
what?
perfect fit in the first round.
Like, that's crazy, man.
You're right.
But he was the guy. That's what we were talking about. Like, you take Brian Man 17, you take him at 32.
Yeah, there was a 3-4 day stretch. It was a lock. When we got rid of Terrell Edmonds, or we didn't re-sign him, and then in between that, all the way up to when we did sign Keanu Neal.
I'm just
we
like,
had
dude,
Brian Branch.
what?
He was a Steeler.
He goes from 17 to 43 in the mock now.
Packers at 45 take Luke Musgrave, tight end out of Oregon State.
Mm-hmm.
Was Michael Mayer taken yet?
Yeah, he went. I thought it was end of the first.
Did he?
End of the first two. Where are you at?
Yeah, Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah, because he went right after Kincaid. Kincaid
I was
went to the
gonna say.
Jags. Yeah.
If he didn't go yet, and you got it. Musgrave going.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a disgrace. Patriots take DJ Turner at 46, cornerback out of Michigan.
Yeah, super athletic, man.
Yeah.
Fast. Little, but fast.
These corners are going high in this mock draft.
But think about the class, though, right? When we talk about the athleticism, it's a lot of that. You got the speed guys, but DJ's, I mean, that's the man guy. That's the guy, like I said, he can get you in trouble. Because you look at it, you see the speed, it tested extremely well, and he got some moments where it looks like it could be elite and it could be special. But then it also has some moments where it's very handsy, can penalize a lot, like it gets that vibe. But I guess that's why you take it in a second and you're not talking about it like the other guys, the Gonzalez's, the Witherspoons, because to me, he has the hips and the feet to do the same things that those guys do. He's smaller, though, in terms of his frame, but I just don't know if he's as technically sound as those other guys.
Okay, we got, what did I say? That was DJ Turner. Commanders at 47 take John Michael Schmitz, center out of Minnesota. Detroit Lions at 48 take Jack Campbell,
Shout out to
inside
Captain
linebacker
Jack.
out of
Shout
Iowa.
out to Captain
And at
Jack.
49, your Pittsburgh Steelers select Cam Smith, cornerback out of South Carolina.
Okay.
So he has our draft. Broderick Jones, 1, 32, Mozzie Smith, and at 49, Cam Smith.
Okay.
Some of the guys still available, like Anton Harrison went the pick after to the Bucks.
Okay.
DeJuan Jones went 2 picks after to the Dolphins.
Back-to-back tackles.
Steve Avila to the Seahawks.
That's another guy that we got our eyes on a little bit, or early on in the process before we went on our guard.
He did a top
came
30
to
visit
visit,
with
yeah.
us.
But I say we're gonna talk about him. Not today, I don't think, but one of these days coming up. Yeah, he did have a visit.
Bears take a running back. Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA. Let me see if there's any more targets. Tyreek Stevenson, cornerback out of Miami, went a few picks later to the Jaguars.
Bro, can we talk about this at 54? Now, we've seen mocks where this dude is the 6th or the 7th round dude. In terms of Brenton Strange, the tight end out of Penn State. Right here, they got that man going at 54.
That's a lot.
It depends on what you're looking for. If you just want the athlete element of it, the Kyle Pitts type, the could run the routes, I could see it. But the other stuff in terms of the physicality and the blocking, that's where he's definitely gonna have to improve. I don't know. It's a little interesting to me, man.
Trenton Simpson. Yeah,
Ooh,
he went 58th to the Cowboys, so we passed on him.
Riley Moss, like him, a little corner action. Oh, wrong team.
Passed on Antonio Johnson. He went to the Eagles at 62, safety. Jonathan Mingo went to the Chiefs at 63, receiver.
So, looking at the guys, first off, let's talk Cam Smith, right? So Cam Smith, man, let's see what he write about him. Talked about him. Let's see. The Steelers replaced Cameron Sutton with Patrick Peterson, who turns 33 this July. Cornerback is a big question mark for them this season, and Smith utilizes his high-end instincts and speed to jump routes and come away with interceptions. He had 6 over 4 seasons and joins the team that tied for the league lead there last season. Yeah, man, when you talk Cam Smith, man, I like his size. Ball skills are definitely there. His ability to read routes is definitely there. The physicality is there too, man. Matched up well with some of the SEC talent. I was watching him versus with Jalen Hyatt. They had a little battle back and forth. Jalen had his fair share, but as a whole, I thought Cam played well. I want to see him. I think he could fit, though. He definitely could fit. It would definitely be a vibe because he's a good player, man.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I think whenever we talked about him earlier, I have him as like a boomer bust guy.
Yeah. Like
he's a guy
good.
I think could give up some big yardages, and when he's on. He's going to play with a ton of confidence. We're going to love him, but there's going to be times where this dude just went for 120 against them.
Is he a Kello? That's something you just described.
You think?
A Kello gonna cook, or he gonna give you a Nelson?
He looked a little bit more physical than a Kello.
I can see that.
Yeah, but you're just theory of playing with confidence.
Yeah.
And like riding momentum and emotions.
Because that was like they said was knock was with a Kello when he was out in was it San Fran and then in Seattle.
I feel like this dude keeps his confidence though.
Okay.
I feel like he keeps it throughout.
I like his game.
Yeah. It's just whether or not it's going to be backed up all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's the type of stuff that could piss fans off.
Oh, it definitely.
He could be a polarizing player.
Yeah. At a polarizing position as well.
That's my early analysis on him.
Like I said, I like Cam Smith though, man. I definitely like the physical. I think that's the first thing that shows, and the ball skills show, man. When you talk about the interceptions, man, he sees the football, does a good job with that. But at the same time, yeah, he can give up some yardage, man.
I'm not kidding you. Like he
can
does that in Madden. I picked him in the second round.
No, he's a good player, bro. But
he gets cooked in Madden.
Like seriously, you watch his tape. Some weeks, man, he looks elite. Some moments he looks elite. Then it's gonna be some times where dudes are kind of having their way with him, and to me, I feel like athletically he's gifted enough. I just wonder, is it something where you have to just get him more refined with the technique, staying low, coming out of your break and stuff like that, versus it being him physically not capable of it. I haven't watched that much tape to have a hard stance one way or the other, but the talent is there. And that's the part where when you're talking about a second rounder, that's why he's in the second round potentially, you know what I mean? And not a first round guy because got a little bit more question marks. And that's how the draft works. As we go further down, yeah, all these dudes are going to have some type of talent. All these dudes are going to have some type of positive production that they bring to the table. But the problem is they're going to have greater holes or greater question marks about them. And if they can replicate that talent and that productivity on a consistent basis week in and week out, because any of these dudes can do it for a game. Man, we could talk about any of these dudes in this draft, any of these prospects. If we needed one game, yes, they could deliver that. But to ask them to do it and bank on it and like rely on it for 17 weeks, that's the part where not all these dudes are going to be able to give us that. And that's why we got to be real calculated in terms of who we pick, which is why the draft process is so intent or so, what do they call it? Yeah, all like the energy and the resource, why it's such a big deal because of that nature right there, man. Yeah. So we shall see, man. I like Cam Smith though.
This isn't the worst draft. It's not bad. I think I could see us literally making these picks actually.
Low key, yeah. The double trenches, yeah.